Live from the westernunion.com VIP lounge.
What's up? It's Gabby Diaz here in our westernunion.com VIP lounge, and I am here with the legend. I'm going to say that. You're a legend, bro. Tommy Davidson, how are you?
This is Western Union around here?
Yeah, don't you see?
Get out of here.
How are you?
Black folks love Western Union. Mexicans too. You know? Are you sure you're going to be able to cash this check for real, though? You know?
I know, that's like the best when they tell you,
Right.
yeah, we're going to be able to cash it for
do
you.
it. Okay, yes.
How much you going to charge me?
Right,
though?
exactly.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
What's up? How's life?
Life is good.
Life is
I'm feeling
good?
good. Yeah, I just decided that about an hour ago.
So how have the shows been going?
Oh, my God. I have never. We sold out everything. People were everywhere. Like, the thing that tripped me out the most was, like, the lines that were around the corner. I was like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? Trust me, freaked me out when I saw people setting up chicken rotisserie spigots
Really?
outside.
You approve that?
Like, no, it's just the
just
line was so
happened.
long that people, like,
They need
somebody
some
just
chicken.
decided to spigot chicken. Chicken spigot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was crazy.
So why did you...
I was out there so long, like, Mexicans started handing out tamales, so that's a family thing.
Yo,
So that's
I love
a long
good
time.
tamales.
That's home. So if tamales start popping
You didn't
out,
give me the
I'm
full
like, órale,
handshake.
vato. I'm like, man, what's going on? So the show was this weekend was hot. It was like off the hook.
Nice.
It was good. It was good.
Okay, good. What made you decide to get back on the road?
Child support payments. Is how it initially started.
Oh my God.
Then that turned into spousal support, and those expenses kept rising.
So it's been 25 years since In Living Color, right?
Seriously?
25th anniversary.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Can we get like a reunion or something? Like it's been 25 years. We need something.
Actually, we're doing a movie. The In Living Color
Word.
movie.
No
Like
way.
they have an Entourage movie.
I'm gullible, so if you really joking, like that's not good. Like
no,
you
I'm
be
lying, but I want to put it out in the universe.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it though?
That'd be so cool.
Okay.
Has there ever been a time where you were on set at Living Color and you were like, I cannot go on because I'm just laughing so hard?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So it probably
Every day.
it took you extra long to film.
All of us. I'm telling you, when we started that show, did I just address the audience? When we started that show,
Hey, they're in here,
I
man.
feel like so white right now. When we started this show, I even did the white hand. When we started this show, and I curled it,
Oh
I did
my
the white
God.
curl at the end of the mic. When we started this show, but
You had the lip too.
yeah, I had the white lip too. So our next, and it lands here. So our next guest.
Oh my God. When you
So
started that show.
when I started the show, Keenan told all of us, Keenan Ivory Wayans, who is the
Right.
executive producer and the creator of the thing.
Right.
He told us, you guys can go for it, be yourselves, da 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 da. Girl, by show 3, he was like, y'all can't do that. You can't. No, hold on. No, this is real. He was like, y'all can't do that no more. You can't. Y'all gotta stop. They're not gonna put us on the air.
Right.
They're not gonna put us on the air.
It took too
And
long
we were
to
like,
film.
Yeah, okay. And then bam, we do it again. And he'd be like, dude, I'm telling you, you guys, come on, you're making me crazy.
Wow.
He started out with a half-fro.
Ended with nothing.
Well, first of all, you got to know what a half-fro is. Bozo had one. It's like nothing here and then out here. Homie the Clown had one. It's like nothing here and then out here. Maurice White, lead singer for Earth, Wind & Fire, had one. It was like bald here and then the afro around.
I saw him in the airport
Yeah,
recently.
Exactly. Had the half-fro. Like all this is clean and then, do you remember when my forehead well until September? And so Keenan had the half-fro, well, the quarter-fro, because his was more in here.
Right.
More like Ronnie Lott looks now. So, no, but Ronnie Lott could hit though. And by the time we finished with him and his brother was bald headed.
Oh my God.
Okay? And I don't know if they went to the barbershop or the good Lord cut it. Because that's what I say about black folks when they have an afro around
Yeah.
here. I say you save on barbershop money.
Right.
Yeah, because the good Lord bless you. Look how much money you gonna save on haircuts because the Lord already started your haircut.
Right.
That was a joke. Okay. It works on old black people. There ain't no old black people here.
Oh,
Is there? Oh no. Okay. You know, if there is, they out in the lobby. What they talking about in there? What's all that noise? Anybody want some macaroni salad? You know.
This is really a preview of what's to come while you're on tour.
You know.
This is really a preview of what's to come while you're on tour, huh?
This is me, man. This is the only thing in my whole life that I can control and enjoy.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a gift.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and I just love the fact that people show up. I actually started as a busboy, IHOP.
Wow.
Went from that to an assistant chef at Ramada.
Were you making people laugh at that moment
Yeah.
too? Yeah.
All the way through, but I didn't know
That
that
was
I
like
can
your-
actually, you know,
do
like,
it for a
do
living.
it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
a friend of mine, I called him and I was all happy about my job at Ramada, and he was like, "You stupid." I was like, "What?" He was like, "If I was you, I would have been in Hollywood. I would have been doing things."
Right.
And that's how it started
Yeah.
for me. So I did it for 7 years at the clubs and all this, and people I pulled my name out of a hat, and they would say, "Come into the stage, Tommy Davidson," and it still amazes me to this day that they can actually put my name up on something
On a marquee
and then
or-
people would come
Yeah.
by just seeing the name.
Right.
Yeah, because when I first started, it was like, Tommy Davidson, you know.
So when you first started, how would you say comedy is different from then to now?
You can get seen now. All you gotta do is go on YouTube
On
and go,
Instagram.
and then if you yeah, you can go and then put that on Instagram and then be like, "Oh my God, did you see?" And then
Is that a little frustrating?
No.
Just coming from, the old school a little bit?
no, it just made me realize I need to go and then put it on Instagram. I'm a dumbass, is what it is. I could be blowing up. What is
You're
wrong with
pretty
me?
huge, man.
What is wrong with me? God.
No type
That's
of,
the difference. You get seen
Right.
faster.
right.
Yeah. I mean, there was no cell phones.
Nothing.
Well, there were
Yeah.
cell phones, but they were
yeah.
like from Saving
They
Private
were like
Ryan.
bricks.
Yeah, they were like 5-4 coordinates 1-6-7-8 no 4-8-1-4-9-11 4-8-8-9-1-4 coordinates. You know what I mean? You know, they were them kind of phones. You know, it was the kind of phone that the guy had a whole backpack with the phone going up the hill. You know, 4-1. You know, the guy with the backpack's dead, and he's like 5-1-8. You know what I mean? So it's
What?
but they were those type of cell phones,
Right.
not the ones from that, but they look like that. You know what I mean?
We should bring those back.
And then you couldn't have you couldn't see anybody's picture on it.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, you
'cause it's
just
all
I
like,
picture you right now. You know.
I'm looking at
and they
your
go, I
picture.
picture you holding a Saving Private Ryan phone, and I say, you pictured me right. Coordinates 5-1-4. You know.
Oh my God.
Big shout out to the cell phone industry out there. What?
Taking endorsements
You know what
now.
I'm saying? I like to cut my cost of my data. You know, to give me a chainsaw. He's cutting his cost. You know, give me a samurai sword. Cutting costs. You know, I want to cut costs of my data. So give me something to cut it with.
You've been.
Because on the commercial, you can just cut it.
I
Physically.
can't gather
We're gonna let you
myself.
cut your data. Chainsaw. You know what I mean? I would just rip mine. I wouldn't even just be cutting. I'd just like rip it slow, like.
Is there an app that we need to know about that's on your phone?
No.
That like people
I don't know
that
much about it.
You don't know much about your phone. What kind of phone you got?
iPhone.
An iPhone.
Yeah.
And you don't know
5.
iPhone 5.
Mhm.
And you don't know much about it.
I'm learning.
Learning? Is
Yeah.
there an app that you like on there though?
Yeah. YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's your favorite app on there?
Right now. I mean, I could look.
I just feel like you would have some weird apps in your phone for some reason.
I don't know how to use them, really. I lost my children to college.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I would lean on them for everything.
Really?
So now I'm like, when they left, I'm like, and they were trying to warn me too. They're like, Dad, you're going to know this stuff. You have to know this stuff. I'm like, as long as you're getting fed, shut up. You know what I mean? And then when they left, I'm like, how do you download? No! I ain't telling you nothing.
Do your kid, when you're out and your kids are with you, do they are like, oh, he's gonna get recognized again, or oh, he's gonna do something
No,
funny?
they don't pay attention to that.
No?
They're small kids, so they're so used to it.
Right.
They'll just keep on talking
They're
to
just
me.
like-
Yeah, they're just like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, hi. I'm gonna keep on
After a
eating.
Game, yeah, whatever. Back to their hot dog. Huh?
So how excited are you to get back on stage?
I'm so excited every day.
Every day.
Every day. Like I said, the live performing is the only thing that I do in the whole business
That you can control.
that I can control and enjoy.
I saw an article about you, about how, like, with acting, it was
And that's
hard.
why women don't need men, because they can control and enjoy. I ain't gonna go no further. But go ahead. We can't do that. I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm just, hey, I don't know. Hey, hey, you know. You can take us or leave us. Men don't know that. But anyway, go ahead.
I saw an article that you had said something about your audition for In Living Color and how it was so hard for you.
Oh, my God.
Because you were you weren't in control. You kind of felt like...
Yeah, they were throwing it at me. But I found out I was a natural at that.
Right.
But it just was the first time.
Yeah.
It's just the first. I did improv a whole lot when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the dude said, "Give me your money out your sock." You know what I'm saying? How'd you know I was there? You know, out of here. Do I know you? You know, and not be scared like, but to really go, do I know you? You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was acting. You know, so I was ready.
Right.
You know, but just that day it caught me off guard because it was so out there. So when I sat down for the audition, they would just ask me like, "You're a Puerto Rican delivering a pizza in a tornado."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and go. You know.
You're like, oh, okay.
And so first I was like, "The one of the pizza," you know, and that's all I could come up with. You know, that's it. You know, had I known,
And that was still funny.
yeah,
might
yeah.
I
Had I
add.
known, I would have been. And the pizza is coming. What? And the pizza is coming. What? And the pepperoni. What? And the queso. Pizza man's here. See, so I learned.
I wish.
Yeah, it took me time.
I wish you
know?
could see our whole staff behind here because they are all
No, but I'm saying that took
crying
time.
behind
I had to
cameras.
watch Jim. I watched the greats do it, man. And so I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that, but I didn't almost make the show. I didn't make the show. Am I holding this? Like, what am I doing? what was that? Do you see the bass move? That was pretty cool. I think because it looks like an award. I want to thank the whole Academy. Wrong award. My girl is like, you don't hold an award like that. Trust me. So you don't just hold it there like that.
Oh my God.
So what happened was, I didn't do too well in that.
Right.
I failed that miserably. I was just like awkward and sweating, and when you have, I don't care who you are, when you have 5 people you don't know,
Yeah.
looking right at you like,
Yeah, you're like,
you're like,
how am I not going to mess this up?
Yeah, well, you're wondering, is this the end?
Right.
I'm alone with them, And so I didn't do too well. And then that night, a couple of days later, they had a stand-up audition.
That's where you shined.
Well, that's the only thing I can control.
I know, that's what I'm
yeah, so I'm
saying.
like,
That's
oh,
where
you
you
kidding me?
shine. I
Are
got
you kidding
this.
me? But then when I got there were 30 of the best-known comedians that you know today there.
Wow.
I'm talking about people that it didn't get on in Living Color, but huge stars now, Martin. I mean, just keep going.
Right.
All there. 30 comedians. I'm number 30. And I'm like, the only thing that bothers me about this is that I can't listen to anything that anyone else is doing.
Right. You got to just come in.
Because I have to come in here with a clean mind.
Yeah.
A clean slate, a clean palate. I have to come in. So I couldn't watch anybody because I was last. And I'm very absorbent of information. I'm hyper vigilant. If it happens, I can mock it,
Totally.
And so I had to stand outside the whole time for my own process. That's just me, like a boxer.
Was it driving you crazy though?
Not really, because I was hearing all my stuff from inside.
Okay.
So I
Hearing
knew what
your
not to
thoughts.
do.
Right.
Too. I was like, oh, I can't do that now. So when I went in, I really, I did really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really
Obviously,
good.
Obviously, you were on the show.
I did really, really good, though.
Yeah.
Because what happened was this. What happened was, I knew that I was going to get on there and I was going to perform and I was going to do my thing. But what I do with my performances is I kind of stay open to what's going to happen. And something happened so amazing. I came up with a whole bit.
Off top.
I didn't come up with it. You know what I'm saying? It was already there. It was
Yeah.
how could I come up with something like that? you know?
Right, yeah.
And so I got on and I did it and I was killing anyway. And then it came to me. And at the time, Robin Givens and Mike Tyson, that whole story was really hot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine Kanye West and, what's the chick name?
His
Kim
wife?
Kardashian.
I was
yeah.
like, his
Yeah.
wife, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, go with the ass. So, nah, man, shit, that's gonna go on the internet. She's gonna be like, I hate him now.
He liked
And then I'm
your
gonna
booty.
fight him. And then that's the whole thing. Maybe that'll be good though.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna go on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yo, that would be the bomb. You know what I'm saying? I could lose to him, and it wouldn't matter. You know, Kanye West knocks Tommy Davidson out. You know, and I'll wake up in the hospital like, what are my hits? What do you mean? You got hit once? No, the hits on the internet. You know?
How many do I have?
Right. So something happened, man. Something happened so incredible. This bit came to me, and it was all the way already formed. And it was RoboCop was out too. And so I took a bit. I don't even know if I could do it twice. I took a bit where I turned Robin Gibbons into RoboCop. And did this whole RoboCop, you are now compliant, and did this whole RoboCop thing with her, Mike Tyson and her, and I did put it all together in one, and I ended my show with that and got a standing ovation.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I realized that that although I can't control what happens on stage, I
Right.
can't control what happens on stage, the fact that I can't control everything else is good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Totally.
Because I was up for a show called A Different World. Did I do the white hand thing again?
I think you did.
No, that was an Oprah hand. Like, you know, did I? You know. So and I auditioned for A Different World, and this was way before In Living Color was paying me no attention or anybody, and I didn't get it. You know.
Yeah.
And I came home, and I was like ready to go home. I was catching 3 buses a day. I did that for like 3 years straight.
Wow.
After having 2 cars, an apartment, and working my butt off since I was like 14.
Right.
You know, I went out there when I was 20.
Yeah.
So I gave all that up to go out there. 3 years is a long time to catch the bus after you had a car.
I know.
Okay, you heard me. You heard me.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. That message wasn't for the majority of the white people in Middle America, but so I didn't get it, and I was like, I went home and I was ready to go home. Like and I was really seriously ready to go back to DC, get my job back, because it made sense.
Yeah.
And my mom had sent me a $20 bill in the mail with a little note. She said, first of all, I know you need it, and second of all, you better not leave. So I stayed.
Wow.
So I stayed. And I actually passed on In Living Color audition because I had all these things happen early in my career, and none of them happened. So I actually passed on the show because I didn't know what it was, and I wanted to go back to stand up.
Right.
You see? Mm-hmm. So
It's funny how things work out.
ain't it though?
That's crazy.
It's real. It's real.
And now
Yeah.
this run of shows that you're about to do, I mean, how did you decide to just do that? Like, I asked you that already, but I'm just curious because, comedy's so different nowadays. And now people are going to come back and they're going to sell out. People are going to be so excited to see you.
I'll be happy if that happens.
It's
Sometimes
gonna
it happens.
happen. It's
Sometimes it
gonna
happens.
happen.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna
Sometimes.
happen because you're a great comedian. You're
Thank
like
you.
a legend in the game, and
Thank
people
you.
are gonna be anxious to see what you're gonna come with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
that's a good
because
thing. That's a good thing. I watch Michael Jordan. I watch Janet and Michael Jackson, or I'm gonna make it make sense.
I was like, what
I'm
you
coming
about to
around.
say?
I'm coming around. I hear Drake, and I'm like, he's smoking every time out the box. I watch Will Smith. I'm going, dude, how flawless,
Right.
Or checking out this group Tool. If you don't really look at them as musicians,
Right.
then you'll lose them. But if you look at them as musicians, I'm like, oh my God, how good are they?
Right.
So I watch all these things, and I know for a fact that I'm lucky,
It's gonna come on.
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. So it's a good thing. I was in the Philippines. This is true, and I was in the Philippines, and I couldn't wait to go. And we went to get haircuts, and you can get like your haircut a massage, your hands and feet done for like $10.
Really?
You know, yeah, you want to go there? I know. Every girl in here is like, how do I
yeah.
get there? But the plane ticket will kill you. So
It's like $40 even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we went to like the hood.
Right.
And it was like I felt comfortable with that. Though. I'm kind of from the hood, you know what I mean? And this guy crawled up to me. He had never had a wheelchair. You can tell. He had black dirt soot on him.
Wow.
And he kept crawled up to me. Well, he didn't crawl up to me, but I was walking and he,
Crawled up to you?
No, he was crawling, whatever. So I saw him. He saw me, and he said, "Can I borrow some change from you?" And in the States, we're so used to that. We go, "Nah, not today."
Yeah.
I've learned how to be polite. "No, not today, sir. Maybe another day." It's up to the human being's own free will. Well, you know when it's right. When you
Yeah.
go, "Okay, here." You know
feel
what's
it,
right
yeah.
inside. So I said, "I'm sorry, not today, sir." And he looked me in the face and he said, "Thank you." He said, "And God bless you." And in his eyes, he meant it.
And he needed it.
He meant what he said. When he looked in my eyes, he said, "And God bless you." He meant it.
Yeah.
He meant it. And I know he meant it. And so when it all comes around, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm just happy that I'm able to see moments like that.
Right.
And I wouldn't have been able to see that if it wasn't for all the unexpected things and all the trials that I've gone through, and then just saying, "You know what, we're going to try this one more time."
Yeah.
Like, that was a gift.
Totally.
Yeah, and comedy, you talking about comedy, here goes some comedy. I was in Afghanistan, okay? And the three of the soldiers were shot the night before outside of the gate.
Wow.
I like to call them kids because they were like 20-something. My
Yeah,
kids
they
are
were
20-something,
right.
Well, one of them died. One of them got his spine severed. The other one lost his foot. Okay? And this is like right across the gate. So I'm like, dude, is we flying out of here or what?
Yeah.
So the next morning, I get a knock on my door really early. All these guys in uniforms and stuff. I'm like, oh, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
So they opened the door and they said, would you come over and visit the soldier who lost his foot? And I'm like, yeah. But inside I was like, what am I gonna say to that dude? I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, you just got.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, come on, man. So I said, yeah, of course. And as I'm walking over there, I don't know what to say to this dude.
You're like thinking.
I don't know what to say. And as we walked closer, it was like, rockets go up and the fuselage start breaking off. The people started breaking off. I'm like, they really want me to do it.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah.
y'all
And it was like every time I look back, it's less people. I'm like, what is this, a cartoon? I look back, it's like 2. I'm like, finally look back, no one's there. And then the guy's like there, and then the curtain's there, and in the hospital, the curtain, so it's just me, So, I just threw it up, and just said, look, just tell me what to say.
Yeah.
This ain't complicated, So I pulled back the curtain, and he was like laying down. He had like, all the little stuff in, and he looked like he was asleep. And I said, hey. And he looked up and he stood up and he went, what are you doing here? And he smiled. And I said, I was going to ask you the same thing.
That was perfect.
Yeah, man. And it's just that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like Howard was telling me, you need to go and try comedy. I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
But I told him no for the longest time.
Well, I'm
You know
glad
what I mean?
you decided
yeah,
to.
Me too. Me too.
Well, let the people know where they can find you on that social stuff so they can keep up with your shows.
Let me see. I can get this. On Instagram. It's the real Tommy Cat. On my Facebook, it's capital letter Tommy Davidson. And there's one more, right? Twitter.
Twitter, yes.
Yeah, and that's Tommy Cat.
You need to get on Snapchat though.
Oh yeah.
You need to hop on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you after. Okay.
You can put the app in my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in your phone.
All right. I don't think I know my password though.
Oh man.
I'll get it for my daughter.
Yeah, you need to get that one because I think
Okay.
with the shows coming up, that's
It's
gonna
so
be a good
quick.
one.
Snapchat. It's like.
Well,
Right.
it kind of like goes away,
Yeah, it's quick, right?
Yeah.
It's like. You're like.
and people are gonna laugh.
Okay.
Well, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for
down.
having me.
We appreciate it. And go to his show. It's gonna be a good one, I promise. It's Gabby Diaz in the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge.
Thank you.